Mikito P is one of the most diverse producers out there, having made plenty of bright and poppy one-offs like A Female Ninja But I Wanna Love and 1-2 Fan Club, among much more heavy and powerful songs like Sarashi no Hara and Heart Democracy. Today, though, we're going to talk about what is easily my favorite of his pieces, the gut-wrenching song, Sayoko. Many people have different go-to songs for when they feel less than great, but I've yet to find a piece of music that more perfectly encapsulates in tone and lyrics the feeling of being depressed. Miku's tuning is soft and breathy, and the verses are droning as the voice pulses in and out of the line. The chorus keeps the tone but darkens the lyrics, where songs like Drowning in a Wave of Sadness use their droning verse to explode in the chorus, replicating a feeling of weeping. Sayoko's choruses sing about wanting to die, about feeling completely aimless while keeping that washed-out tone. Even those extreme feelings of self-deprecation and acts of self-harm just feel tired and meaningless. All of these elements of the composition are fantastic, but what really elevates this song for me is the lyrics of the second verse of the song in particular. A lot of this kind of negative music focuses on the things one lacks, citing these as reasons why the speaker feels so depressed. Here we see the opposite. The singer speaks of having friendship, but not trusting in themselves to be of importance to anyone. They have a family and life that lacks notable fault, but at the same time is nothing one could ever be proud of. This emptiness, this discontent, not at anything in particular, but at the simple feeling of lacking, is precisely the way depression feels. That feeling of being emptied and hollow, even in a life that is not actually harming you. That desire to stop living while being unable to end your own life. Sayoko speaks so strongly to the depressive plight, but the song does not offer any answers. It's merely an escape into the feeling of isolation and uselessness it so perfectly conveys. A major part of what makes Sayoko feel so apt for me is that second verse, in which the feelings of detachment are tied to the lack of interpersonal connection, and dissatisfaction is not caused by any one thing making your life bad, but rather the complete lack of anything making your life good. This lack is something that is really felt when comparing Sayoko to similar works. Living with Depression is another personal favorite of mine. In addition to having some really unique instrumentation with a mallet solo in the song's drop, the tone of the piece, and more importantly how the meaning of that tone evolves, is fascinating. The song is bright and resolute, singing happily of the everyday before pulling back to show the inner conflict of the speaker. The tone of the song is reflective of that outward persona. Bright and happy while conflict and pain swell within. But by the end, the amazing thing is how this use of tone moves from disingenuous to sincere. The whole piece is really about the relationship between the speaker and another, everything accumulating in an extremely emotional climax. Miku's tuning and the filter over it at first being hushed to a whisper, before building to the powerful declaration that among the feelings of depression and joy, they do, in fact, wish to keep living. The song speaks to the strength of the individual, how much any person can mean to another. The reason that the speaker so proudly chooses to keep living is simply that there is something with them that they care about. Not much detail is provided, but such extraneous information is not necessary. You are here, and I am so happy. Right now, I am so happy. The reason? There really isn't one. I'm just simply happy. The intimacy and sincerity of these lines, after the loud bombastic drop, is enough to have moved me to tears in the past. Where Sayoko sings about the lack of meaning being derived in part from the lack of connection, Living with Depression shows how having a bond with another can in and of itself be a saving grace. There are plenty of other examples of this sentiment if you're willing to look. In particular, I'd also point to Kazuki Iori's Hated by Life itself, which spends most of its length lamenting life before at the end recognizing that what they really want is not to lambast all of those things about their life, but rather to ensure that the one dear to them can keep going, its final words being, "just live." One of the most interesting things about interpersonal connection is that it isn't you, but rather those around you that get to decide how important you are to them. Even simple mundane actions or experiences can mean more than words can describe to someone else. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that everyone out there is an invaluable existence, but rather that every life can be something monumental, that any one person can be just what it takes to keep someone going another day. When you hurt, when you're depressed, knowing that you are important, forcing yourself to believe that you matter can make all the difference. It is the end goal of every human being to find meaning in their life. but for many, that import may already well lie in their love for another. Thank you.